$100,000 a year for H-1B visas, and all of the big companies are on board. We've spoken to them about the gold card.
They love it. They love it. They really love it. They need it.
Imagine this. Hiring one foreign workers in America now comes with $100,000 price tag. $100,000 just for the visa paperwork. That's the reality under Trump's new policy. Until recently, companies paid between $2,000 to $5,000 for the same H-1B visa. Today, that cost has exploded 20 to 50 times higher overnight. Perfect. Now only billion-dollar companies can hire engineers. Who needs these small startups anyway? Innovation was overrated. Let's just tax creativity out of existence. The H-1B program was designed to bring in some of the world's best engineers, doctors and researchers. These are the people who build your apps, design your bridges and even treat you in hospitals. But with this massive fee, smaller companies and startups, the very places where innovation often begins, are being priced out. Big tech giants like Amazon and Microsoft can afford to pay. But what happens to smaller firms or research labs that can't? The whole landscape of American technology and science could change in ways nobody even expected. Trump says this will protect American jobs. But here is the real question. Will it actually save jobs or destroy the future of American innovation? Tell me what do you think in the comments below. And before we continue, hit that like button, subscribe and share this video so you won't miss even more global myth exposed. Want to know the real economic cost of this move for the US economy? Watch till the end. What happens when the best minds simply stop coming? That's the reality America could soon face. The H-1B visa used to be the golden ticket for top global talent, scientists, engineers, doctors and researchers who wanted to work and innovate in the US. But with Trump's new $100,000 fee, that dream is quickly slipping away.
Here's the shocking part. More than 70% of H-1B visa holders are from India, and they dominate fields like technology, medicine, and engineering. India's government has already warned of humanitarian disruption, saying families are being torn apart. Many workers now fear traveling home for even a short visit, worried they'll be locked out of the US when they try to return. Some have canceled trips altogether, unwilling to take the risk. The cost isn't just personal, it's national. America's greatest strength has always been its ability to attract the brightest people from around the world. Startups, hospitals, and universities rely on this flow of talent. If those people stop coming, the US loses its edge.
So here is a twist. The winners of Trump's visa plan might not be Americans at all. They could be Canada, Australia, even Germany. The countries ready to welcome the talent America is pushing away. How would America thrive if global talent simply stopped coming? Share your personal thoughts below. Trump's visa fee may look like a strike against tech, but in reality, it shields the very giants it claims to challenge. For companies like Google, Amazon or Microsoft, paying $100,000 per visa is nothing. Microsoft earns the sum in less than 30 seconds. The real burden falls on small firms.
A startup with only a handful of employees can't absorb such costs, forcing them to abandon global talent or shut down before they even take off. This imbalance strengthens the largest players, who can keep importing top engineers while their smaller rivals struggle to survive. Instead of creating more competition, the system risks locking in the dominance of today's tech leaders. Meanwhile, outsourcing companies are still expected to find ways to navigate the loopholes, meaning the lottery abuse problem that many Americans worry about remains unsolved.
Rather than fixing the system, the change might make it even more unbalanced. The result? Fewer new innovations, weaker competition, and a tech landscape even more dependent on the existing corporate giants. Why US policymakers don't see it? I don't know. What if a policy designed to keep jobs in the US ends up sending them away? That's the danger behind Trump's $100,000 visa fee. By making skilled workers too expensive to hire locally, companies may turn to one option still affordable: outsourcing jobs overseas.
Consider this. Nearly 70% of American companies already outsource some work, from IT support to research. If the cost of bringing foreign talent into the US skyrockets, those numbers could grow even higher. Instead of hiring a programmer in California for 6 figures, plus a $100,000 fee, firms might employ entire teams in India or Eastern Europe for the same price. The impact stretches far beyond tech. Hospitals are already short of nurses and doctors. By 2033, the U.S. could face a deficit of 139,000 physicians. Universities, too, depend on international researchers and teaching assistants. If these professionals stop coming, the very backbone of America's healthcare and education systems weakens.
The irony is painful. A policy sold as jobs protection could end up following out industries, pushing knowledge and innovation abroad. Even if Trump wants to squeeze a fee, the bigger question is whether the courts will let it stand. Already lawsuits are piling up. One high-profile challenge, known as Proclamation 10888, claims the rule is both arbitrary and discriminatory, unfairly targeting specific groups of workers without real evidence that it helps Americans.
Legal experts point out that this isn't the first time Trump's immigration policies have been tested in court. His earlier travel bans and visa restrictions faced fierce legal battles, with judges often striking them down or narrowing their scope. The U.S. Constitution gives the president wide power over immigration, but it also sets limits when those powers clash with equal protection and due process. That means this fee could spend years tangled in appeals, injunctions, and Supreme Court showdowns before we know its fate.
For businesses, students, and even workers, the uncertainty may be just as damaging as the fee itself, because who invests or relocates when the rules could be overturned at night? So, the looming fight isn't just about visas, it's about presidential power. Trump's stricter immigration policies have left thousands of families navigating uncertainty, students facing delayed studies, and researchers posing critical projects.
According to recent reports, over 207,000 deportations occurred in the first half of 2025, including people without criminal records, highlighting the broad reach of the enforcement measures. Student visas and work authorizations have also been disrupted. Many international students, particularly in STEM fields, now face delays or increased costs, potentially affecting the U.S. education system, which relies on roughly 1 million foreign students annually. Hospitals and research labs are reporting shortages of foreign-trained professionals, contributing to a growing gap in specialized skills nationwide. Even globally, the impact is notable as countries such as India, the Philippines, and Mexico have expressed concerns about families being separated and highly skilled workers being discouraged from migrating. EU and other international partners have funded relocation programs to support those affected, showing that these policies reverberate far beyond US borders.
The human and economic effects are deeply intertwined. While the goal may be to control immigration, the scale of disruption raises questions about whether the benefits outweigh the costs. As we can see, the policy isn't just unpopular, it's economically risky. Trump's $100,000 H-1B visa fee alone could discourage nearly 30,000 highly skilled professionals from coming to the US each year. Over the next decade, that's over $68 billion in lost productivity, innovation, and economic contribution, without counting the ripple effects on startups. Courts are already challenging parts of the plan, and businesses, especially small startups, struggle to absorb the skyrocketing costs. International partners are raising concerns, and diplomatic tensions are rising as countries adjust to sudden changes in migration flows. Combined with overstretched immigration courts and enforcement agencies, the system risks stalling under its own weight. In short, what looks like a tough immigration crackdown could create far more problems than it solves. The real question is, will it protect American jobs or backfire spectacularly? If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe and share this video, so you won't miss our upcoming Global Myth Exposed series. Catch you in the next one.